Everything around us flashes in bright light. The world pulsates to the hectic beat of life. There are no smiles on our faces, no slowness, no peace and quiet. Time forces us into a storm of movement and hustle where there seems to be no room for bliss. And while time moves relentlessly forward, my mind remains unshored in yesterday. The present flows through my fingers like sand, and my head dwells on memories of a time long gone. Reality fades before my eyes as I try to slow down the flow of time, but it slips away like an unstable dream. In the midst of hustle, blinking lights and rush, I launch for a moment of silence, a moment when time stands still and I have the opportunity to ponder my thoughts. But the world around me seems to be deaf to such longings, and time keeps running relentlessly and inexorably. Until I met Norway. Between birth and death, are we really that crazy and think we have to achieve something special or have a lot? But we come with nothing and leave with nothing. It's great when you have a good job and earn a lot of money, but are you really happy with that? I ask myself exactly the same questions and answers. I watch videos of Norway and Sweden and my ego screamed that I could never be happy in the middle of the nature. But a certain part of me compelled me to give it a try. I was deprived of all stimuli and the silence was like pure stress for me. It was like being deprived of constant exposure to loud noises, lights, flickering lights, thousands of energies around me with thousands of emotions. From one day to the next, these emotions, energies and noises no longer bombarded me. They were gone and I suffered as a result. After the withdrawal of stimuli, my nervous system began to relax and the new me was born. A me that no longer wanted to do without this peace and quiet. A me that was simply allowed to be. One video is not enough to explain why I emigrated to Norway. That's why I'm going to create a video series. But I want to get back to the point. People have such wonderful energies, but when they gather in one place, you have a lot of emotions that mixed together. Some are in the energy of hope, others in the energy of addiction, the energy of love, the energy of regret, strife, fear. The overstimulation that we humans don't even consciously realize. You don't recharge your own energies with it, you discharge yourself with it. Waterfalls, wind, storms and cold are forces that can recharge. And that's exactly what I like to do and what I have access to here. You have to recharge yourself most of your lifetime. But discharge is also a good thing. Don't misunderstand. Why I moved to Norway? Many would say the same and confirm it. I only recently visited Germany again and realized how hectic is it there. Many people can't see their lives for all the sensory overload and life is so short. There are also beautiful places in Germany where you can find peace and quiet. But you keep traveling to the next city because you need to unload. But the pulse of German cities doesn't match my pulse. When I entered Norway, I recognized the calm energy even in the capital Oslo. It can be hectic, but the hustle and bustle shouldn't make me panic. Perhaps this is because there are significantly more people living in German cities than in Norwegian cities. One block of houses follows the next. You can hear the neighbours arguing and others vacuuming, hammering and living. The air in the summer stuffy, it's too hot and lacking in energy, while the winters are wet and grey with no sun in sight. Next to the blocks of flats, it looks dreary and sad in winter. All these things distracted me from myself and my purpose. It felt heavy and sluggish to pursue my work in marketing. While the work went by the wayside during my holiday in Norway, back home in Germany it was a full-time job that took up a lot of my energy. Even though my job is so easy, it almost sent me into a burnout because I was homesick. Because I realized that the stress levels weren't normal, because I knew I could feel safe and listen to the sound of nature. As a child, I went on many school trips and other activities and saw how other children felt homesick, and I comforted them. Homesickness, a feeling I didn't understand and felt. When I went back to Germany from my work and travel program, I felt homesick for the first time. Homesickness for a country where I wasn't born, but where I felt at home. The homesickness made me ill, both mentally and physically. Nobody understood that I was a German, but that my home was in Norway, where my family is not, where I first had to build something for myself, where everything is a bit more expensive, but the quality of life is better. When people ask me, why Norway? Then I always answer, because of the beautiful nature and the relaxed people there. But it's so much more than that. It's my home. It was the first time I understood what home meant. I feel at home and complete. Thanks for watching.